What's up guys, Mickle here, and in this video, we have 3 very significant things to cover. And make sure you guys stick around till the end of the video because the last thing I want to show you actually has to do with Gary Gensler. And guys, this is just one of those things that falls directly into the All the World's a Stage file. Let's start out though, and I want to tell you about a tweet thread that attorney Fred put out last night on Twitter. And guys, this thing was very interesting and is a very big deal. So attorney Fred put out a tweet thread actually on Ripple's expert witnesses. Ripple's expert witnesses are going to be a huge deal in this case, but we really haven't heard a lot of talk about them. Well, turns out attorney Fred was actually able to figure out who a lot of these expert witnesses were. And guys, attorney Fred, I would describe him as cautiously optimistic this entire case. He's made a lot of great calls, but he's never got too hyped up. Guys, attorney Fred was hyped up about Ripple's expert witnesses. This is a huge deal because I'll tell you what I'm going to speculate about these expert witnesses in a second. But guys, these expert witnesses are going to be the people who break down to the court why Ripple is right, why XRP is not a security. And the court is not going to want to hear this from some scrubs. They're not going to want to hear this from some random guy Ripple paid off. They're going to want to hear it from the big dog, someone who really knows who they're talking about. So first of all, the fact that attorney Fred was excited alone, I think speaks volumes to who these expert witnesses are. I don't think attorney Fred would be that excited about some random Joe Schmo Ripple picked up off the street. Attorney Fred was very excited about the caliber of people that Ripple selected. And guys, this is going to be a big deal for this case. I want to make a quick speculation on who I think one of Ripple's expert witnesses could be. I'm going to put it out there and I'm going to say it's actually Joseph Grunfast. And he's going to write about what he saw when he was working at the SEC. Guys, imagine how explosive that would be if a former SEC commissioner came out as an expert witness for Ripple and came out and said, hey, when I was working at the SEC, the same exact time the SEC is alleging Ripple was doing something with illegal securities, we didn't think XRP was a security. Guys, this could be a bombshell expert witness. I have no idea if he's going to be one of the people actually delivering one of these expert witness testimonies. But something to think about, because one thing I know is that attorney Fred would not have been that hyped up unless there were some very significant experts. These guys are going to be high caliber, and I think when we see them, we are going to be pleasantly surprised. Just so you guys know, we actually figure out who these guys are in about 2 weeks, so definitely be looking out for that. And a little extra tidbit that is pretty interesting is the SEC was actually so scared of these expert witnesses out of Ripple, they looked to get every single one of them out of the case. They asked the judge to block every single one of their expert testimonies. I think the SEC knows who Ripple has, and they are scared about it. This is going to be interesting to watch play out. Guys, definitely keep your eyes out on that. So the next thing we have to talk about, which is also a pretty big deal and something pretty interesting that's going on forever, and that has to do with Jed McCaleb's XRP sales. So Jed McCaleb has been dumping XRP. He's a former XRP founder, creator. He has been dumping his XRP for the last 8 years. And today, tomorrow, or the next day, he is finally going to run out of XRP. Funny enough, just today, he was actually supposed to be done selling XRP already. He had about 5 million XRP left, and he sold 2.5 million. Typically, we would have seen him sell enough to just get rid of all of it. He sold half of it, and then that 2.5 million showed back up into his wallet. Of course, it can't just end. Everything has to be a drama story with XRP. But either way, I do think he's going to run out in the next couple days. So now the important thing to talk about is what is that going to do for the price? And I know a lot of people are saying, oh, the price will skyrocket. All the selling pressure will be removed. Well, unfortunately, the fact of the matter is there's not a lot of evidence to actually suggest that XRP is just going to take off and skyrocket, but there is a silver lining to it. First of all, I just wanted to say there has been times in the past that Jed McCaleb stopped selling for a couple days, a couple weeks, a couple months, and the XRP price went down. There was times he was dumping on the market and the XRP price went up. So I think it's pretty safe to say that even though he is causing a ton of selling pressure, it doesn't necessarily cause huge fluctuations in the XRP price. On the other side, though, and this is very important to understand, he is dumping a lot of XRP. I mean, it could be up to 10 million XRP a day. this is going to be removed from the market. And there are not that many XRP holders out there. I think there's about 50,000 to 100,000 actually significant XRP wallets. Guys, the fact that Jed McCaleb is dumping 10 million XRP a day, guys, that is a lot of selling pressure. And even if it's not going to have a very significant, abrupt price impact, it will in the long term. Because over the next couple decades, people are going to be focused on accumulating XRP, not selling it. Jed is one of the biggest XRP whales out there, and his sole focus is to dump all his XRP. Imagine if Satoshi, when he created Bitcoin, he made it his goal to dump all his Bitcoin, and suddenly that selling stopped. Obviously, it would cause some very good things for the price dynamics of Bitcoin over the long term, but it might not necessarily have a price impact that given day, that given week. I think over the long term, this is going to have a very big optimistic look on XRP in general, because one thing that I didn't really talk about is the fact that I think when everyone gets into crypto, they see a lot of FUD and they can get pretty shaken out by things that we now understand aren't that big of a deal. Sorry, I had a fly on me. Jed McCaleb's dumping of XRP has created a lot of drama and has been like a go-to article for a lot of different crypto companies like CoinDesk and things like that. They'll put out posts saying, oh, Ripple co-founder dumps another 5 million XRP. And it's just used as FUD. It's just used to scare people. And us OGs in the XRP community look at that and we're like, what a joke. Who cares? This guy's just getting rid of his XRP. It has nothing to do with the technology. It has nothing to do with XRP. But people who are new to XRP, people who are new to crypto, see that and they say, well, if the co-founder of XRP doesn't want XRP, why would I want XRP? So I think over the long term, just having this narrative over with, just having this FUD out of the way is going to be a very big deal. And guys, let me tell you right now, I am going to be very happy when I don't have to read another article saying Ripple co-founder dumps another 10 million XRP. So bullish on that note. And last of all, because this was pretty interesting and I did not expect this in the slightest, let's put it that way. I wish I could show you the video. Make sure to go to my Twitter to see this though, because it's hilarious. When Gary Gensler was teaching classes back at MIT, he was teaching a cryptocurrency class. Anyone who signed up for that class already knew a lot about cryptocurrencies. You don't sign up for a cryptocurrency class if you don't know anything about crypto. Most people who don't know about crypto are freaking scared of crypto. In this class, a student yelled down to Gary Gensler when Gary Gensler was messing around with his microphone, and he said, Gary Gensler, flip the switch already. And the whole class just started nervously laughing. You could tell it wasn't talking about the microphone. They were referencing something else. And let's just make it clear, Gary Gensler taught about XRP in this class. So I think it's fairly safe to say that there could have been a student or two in this class who would have understood that reference. This student yelled out to Gary Gensler, flip the switch already. And Gary Gensler thought about it for a second, looked back at him and said, the switch has already been flipped. Very interesting, guys. A lot of people will write this off as a coincidence, but let me tell you right now, this goes into all the world's a stage file, as digital asset investor would say. When I saw it, it was hard for me to actually think it was a coincidence based on the people's reactions. I'm pretty good at reading a room. To me, it seemed like an inside joke, kind of a funny little comment that they all knew was directed at XRP. Go to my Twitter. Let me know what you think, though, because I thought it was pretty interesting. I think there's something a little more to this case that meets the eye. It's going on behind the scenes. Let's see what happens, though. Either way, Ripple's looking at it. Ripple's in a great position. Even if it's not a stage and this was just an attack, Ripple's still looking great. Guys, either way, thank you so much for coming. Make sure to like and subscribe. It means so much. Pretty soon, we'll be back to the normal grind, back in the office, putting out videos like usual. This was a well-needed vacation. Guys, thank you so much. And for now, Mickle out.